family.
Generosity.
Thrilling.
Exciting, weird, new theater.
So many fantastic shows.
Unbeatable.
It's my family.
Definitely the people.
A lot of great East Van community feel.
Original, inventive.
It's always 2 steps ahead.
A scintillating variety.
It's a Canadian landmark.
As always, very eclectic season, but I feel like it's really digging down deep into some themes. These artists are exploring difficult themes and a lot of the time doing it in a really fun way or in a really passionate way. I just can't wait for people to see it. I'm so excited. We're opening the season with a work from New Zealand, Goblin Market. This is a circus piece that is just gorgeous. It is sexy, it's for adults, circus for adults, no kids.
I am so excited about Ronnie Burkett's Little Dickens.
You forget that he's there, and those puppets come to life. So to see him again and to see him do Christmas Carol, I think it's going to be a highlight.
I am really looking forward to seeing Underland by the old Trout Puppet Workshop.
Which imagines what it's like backstage doing a production of Alice in Wonderland and Alice just doesn't show up.
I'm really looking forward to Hot Brown Honey because I heard there is a pair of inflatable breasts in it.
I told you that.
Yeah.
I knew that would be for you.
It's for me.
Hot Brown Honey is a feminist, decolonizing mashup of circus, dance, cabaret, beatbox. It is so much fun. We have The History of the World based on Banalities, a piece about a teenager whose mother is suffering from Alzheimer's. And World Without Us, which is imagining the world without human beings. A very beautiful and poetic piece of work.
Encounter is physical theater unlike ever before, with dance and singing and music and of course storytelling fused into a big magical masterpiece where people are literally flying on poles and on ropes.
Dublin Oldschool, a fantastic spoken word, gritty, strong text, everything we would expect from the Irish in terms of language.
The play is about being black and queer.
Black Boys really captures dimensions of Afro-Canadian masculinities in a way that I've never seen before.
We got a great cast lined up for Butcher, led by Peter Anderson. And the nature of the play is really about, what is the character or nature of revenge?
Honor to the Confessions of a Mumbai Courtesan is spice and masala of India with Bollywood flair that takes us into the dangerous minds and world of brothels in Mumbai.
I need to see Broken Tailbone. I'm a huge Carmen Aguirre fangirl.
Carmen is an amazing and really important writer in our country, but also she's an excellent performer, and I just love this idea of going through an experiential dance class while she does her amazing storytelling.
I think what excites me most about bringing the explanation to the stage is that it's such an ostensibly simple story. 2 average Joe heterosexual guys who just happen to fall in love with one another.
This year's East Van Panto is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I didn't know they were there. This year's show will follow Snow White as she is ousted from her home in North Van by her evil stepmother, the Queen, and she will travel across the Second Narrows Bridge to the PNE.
The incredible Veda Hilly does all the music, so she takes pop songs, rock songs, songs that you'll recognize, changes up the words, makes them part of the story that we're telling, and it's the best time of your life.
If you see Panto, you must see Ps Ps. It's so charming. It's a piece for the whole family. It's part of our Family Fun series, and it's really a show that's for everybody who needs a hug. And who doesn't need a hug, right?
1 Hour Photo is a world premiere here at the Historic Theatre. Tetsuro was commissioned to write a play, and he decided to write it about my father. This story opens up a world unto one person's past, and I think it's a reminder for all of us
that those who are around us, especially those who've lived a long time, have such incredible stories inside them.
I'm looking forward to Titus Buffonius. I love Shakespeare, and I love clowns.
Colleen Murphy is an amazing playwright. She's a Canadian artistic treasure. Stephen Drover is a funny guy who doesn't get to do enough comedy, and I think it's going to be weird and funny and excellent.
What you can expect coming to know foreigners is compelling storytelling augmented by beautiful digital media. The piece essentially unearths how food, fashion, and commodity come together to tether communities to a vital sense of home.
The Faith Healer, it's the most haunting piece of work I've ever been involved with. I want to do plays that I've always loved and remembered, and I think this was one of the highlights of my 45-year career.
One that I'm super excited about is O Wet Lost Lagoon. I saw an earlier version of it, and it was such a powerful, funny, raw story.
It's a very personal story. It's a woman's journey of discovery.
The After Party chronicles the lives of Jules and Fiona, two 18-year-olds just trying to make it in this crazy world.
People are in for a wild, unabashed, unapologetic, female-forward comedy with Ritalin and raccoons.
Oh, it's so funny. I think I almost peed when I saw it. Is that okay to say? Being a subscriber is about becoming part of a community.
You get to make unlimited exchanges.
First dibs on the shows that are the hottest.
You know, I always find it fascinating that human beings who really don't know each other will sit together in the dark and watch a performance. The greatest buzz for me is watching those people come out of the theater and share the experience they've just had with each other. That is an incredible feeling.
Focused on looking at Georgia.
The blooper reel is gonna be
It's gonna be.
Now I'm all in. You guys just left me all alone.
You said I got
You
this
said
one
you
before
got
it
it.
started.
Can you run that again?
Snow White and the Santa Claus!
Boom.
I can't say that word right now. Specificity? No.
It's really hard to do without laughing.
Specificity.
Ha, theater.